Get a cup, get a cup, get a cup. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. Brush Get Slim, and today we're looking at SML movie Jeffy Goes to Juvie by SML. This is around 3 years old. This has a lot of views. Like, this seems to be a really popular video, so hopefully it's going to be quite funny. With that being said, the original link's in the description. Without any further ado, let's begin.
Alright, class, today we're going to be doing wood shop. So with the very dangerous and high-powered tools on your desk, you're going to be making a wooden sculpture.
Oh man, this hammer's so cool.
Whoa, isn't this kind of dangerous?
Awesome! Hey, Cody,
Maybe for kids, but drills aren't really dangerous.
accurate!
Joseph, get away from me. You're going to poke my eye out with that thing.
Dude, it's what I'm trying to do!
You know what? Oh, yeah, you like it. Stop it.
Teacher, what are we supposed to make?
Anything you want. See, I made a birdhouse. So get started, Kraus.
Okay, teacher. What? Joseph, put Cody down.
But dude, he's having fun!
Put him down.
Alright, dude.
Oh, God, I'm going to throw up.
Cody, are you okay?
Surprised that didn't rip his hair out. I remember there was a video of some girl eating a corn cob with a friggin' drill, and the drill was turning the cob, and it got a hold of her hair and just ripped a chunk of her hair out.
Dude, stop being a baby! I gave you a roller coaster ride!
Yeah.
Cody, what are you gonna make out of wood?
I don't know. Probably a unicorn.
Gay.
Well, what are you going to make?
Ooh, a shark!
Straight.
I know.
What about you, Junior? What are you making?
I think I'm gonna make a dinosaur.
Dope.
Why did I only get tape and scissors?
Because you're a girl, you can't be trusted with high-powered machinery. Us men can handle this, not you.
Whatever, I'll still make something better than you.
Hey, idiot. What are you going to make?
I'm not really sure you should be calling me names today.
Whatever, idiot.
Don't do it, Jeffy. Don't do it.
What? I almost started sounding like him. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Why would you give an axe? This is not a tool. It's a tool for cutting down things or people, but it's not a woodworking tool. Why would you give him this? This seems like a very bad idea. What are you gonna build with that? I don't even know. You can't really even whittle stuff with this. Like if you're gonna build something, like maybe you could whittle with that, but you do that with a knife, not a friggin' with this.
Teacher, can I see the nurse?
Is that an axe in your head?
Yeah.
Kraus, make sure you be careful with the tools. You only have 15 minutes. Alright, Kraus, stop working. Your 15 minutes is up. I'm now going to come around to Kraus and see what you made.
Hey, Cody, check out my dinosaur.
Sick dino, Junior.
Not cooler than my shark, though.
Hey, Penelope, what'd you make?
I made a house.
What a lame house. You didn't even put a door.
I didn't have enough time, Junior.
Hey, everybody, look at Penelope's lame house. She didn't put a door. That means any guy can come and go whenever they want, like between her mom's legs.
Dang, that's a bit harsh.
Junior.
Your mama hoe! Your mama hoe!
Alright, Penelope, what did you make?
I made a house.
Okay, where's your door?
Oh, I didn't have enough time.
Okay, B minus. Alright, Junior, what did you make?
I made a dinosaur.
Great, where's his eyes?
It's a blind dinosaur.
B minus. Alright, Joseph, what did you make?
Oh, I made a shark!
Where's his tail? Where's the rest of his body?
Okay, where's his body? B minus. Alright, Cody, what did you make?
I made a unicorn head.
Oh, yay, finally someone who made exactly what they said. A plus.
Oh, because he didn't say he was gonna make a unicorn. Period. Just the head. He said he's gonna go for just the head.
It's not fair!
Alright, Jeffy, what did you make?
I made a machine gun.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Kraus! He finally doing it! Everyone under the desk like we practiced! Someone call the cops!
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
I knew he was gonna do it! It's always the weird kid!
I thought Cody was gonna do it.
Thanks, Junior.
Get under the desk, Cody. Get under the desk.
All right, kids, I'm here. Stay calm. It's safe now. Just everybody stay under their desks.
What's going on?
Hey there, crazy. Just calm down. Don't do anything stupid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. Just hand me the weapon.
Is that an actual, like, it's like a rubber band gun where it loops on here and then it's connected to these? So then you can just do this and it'll, like, release rubber bands? That's actually kind of sick.
It's made out of wood.
All right, I'll be the judge of that. I know a gun when I see it. All right, everybody, I got the gun. Run! Run for your lives! Wait,
Oh,
wait,
no, he's trying to shoot people. Run!
a minute. This actually is made out of wood. Man, kid, you're in big trouble for getting my hopes up like that. I thought I was going to be a hero today. But still, you're still in big trouble, because you could get expelled for pulling a stunt like this. You're lucky I don't arrest you.
I'm sorry.
What What's wrong, Marvin?
I have this weird feeling that Jeffy did something bad at school today.
Oh, Marvin, you worry.
So he's not in trouble for the axe part, but he's in trouble for making the wood weapon. Which I have heard that kids have gotten in trouble for basically having like toys like that, like a wood gun or something like that, where it's clearly not a weapon, and they have gotten in trouble for. So it's unironically possible that he could be getting in trouble for this.
Too much. Just sit back, relax, we'll watch TV.
Okay.
Breaking news, MK. This student made a weapon during his shop class and sparked panic across the entire school. Cops are on the scene now, dealing with the situation. More on this story as it develops.
Oh my God!
I told you I had a feeling Jeffy was gonna do something bad.
Hey, Daddy, guess what? So I was doing my project in school, and the teacher said I was doing such a good job that I got to come home early, and now I never have to go back.
Jeffy, what did you do?
Your son did the worst thing imaginable.
What did he do?
Well, on the car ride over here, I was drinking Hawaiian Punch, and he asked me if he could have a sip, and I said, no, you have little kid germs. And he said, don't worry, you'll water fall in. So he goes to drink it, and he spills it all over my car. It gets on the seats, it gets in the cup holders, it gets on the floorboards, big sticky mess. I am not happy.
No, I meant what happened at school.
Oh, that. Yeah, that wasn't as bad. Yeah, he just made a gun out of wood, and everybody thought it was real, so they got scared.
What? Hawaiian Punch?
But baby, we're past that part.
No, I know, but it's just so red and sticky.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I have to clean it up. I'm pretty pissed.
No. Look, the more important thing is let's talk about Jeffy at school. What's gonna happen?
Oh, he's getting expelled.
Expelled?
Well, yeah, but the school said they'll let him go back to school if he completes a one-day juvenile detention class school thing that I teach.
Okay, when is the class?
Oh, it's tonight, and if he fails, he's gonna go to jail.
Well, go to jail, so he has to pass it?
He has to pass it to go back to school, and 99% of the people who take my class fail.
Well, doesn't that mean you're just a bad teacher?
No, it means they're bad people. It's not my fault.
Okay, so Jeffy's gonna go to the class tonight and he's gonna pass, all right?
I think that's how a lot of teachers behave or act, right? I've seen it where some teachers will like brag about not many students pass their class. Well, it's like, yeah, but you're the teacher. So if a lot of students aren't actually passing your class, clearly you're not good at teaching. And you know, for 30 grand a year or whatever the teacher salary is, which is like piss poor compared to any other country, you know, I can't blame them, I guess. I can't blame them.
All right, Jeffy?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go clean out my car.
Oh, okay. Jeffy, why did you do that?
It's not my fault I spilled the Hawaiian Punch. He went over a speed bump.
Well, no, not that. Why did you do the thing at school?
Well, because the teacher said that I could make whatever I wanted out of wood, so I made a wooden gun, and it doesn't shoot shit.
Oh, Jeffy, language. Okay, look, let's just
I mean, it looks like it does. It looks like it shoots rubber bands.
all calm down. Jeffy, you're gonna go to the class tonight and you're gonna pass it, okay?
Aye, Captain.
Hey, do you guys have napkins? Like a whole bunch of napkins?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna need a lot of napkins, though.
Oh, okay, go to the kitchen. Oh my God, why is this my life?
This looks so yummy.
Hey, can I have some of these paper towels?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
I'm getting paper towels. You said I could.
Why so many?
Look, man, my car is covered in Hawaiian Punch. I need this many paper towels.
No, you don't.
How big of a freaking bottle did he have? Like was it like a water jug full of punch?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Hey, look over there.
What? Wait, hey, stop it!
Hey, you can't stop me.
My paper towels! God, he was so annoying. Who's that? Wait, what do you want?
Hey, I'm gonna need a lot more paper towels than this. Can I have the rest?
No!
I mean, he pretty much had the rest. Who is that character? Ew.
Want to be here? Hey, kid, what color's your blood? What happened to your eyes? I tattooed my eyeballs with my pencil. All I see is darkness. You want to try?
No.
Suit yourself.
I want to start a fire.
I don't regret the people I killed.
Give me your eyelids.
No.
I said give me your eyelids.
No way.
All right. Settle.
I mean, if they're behaving like that, I can see why they're not gonna really pass school.
Down, you freaks. Welcome to Be Good School, where I teach you how to be good. Alright, you are all menaces to society. The world would honestly be a better place if you did not exist, so I'm gonna try to fix you. Now, there are 3 main rules on how to be good. The first rule is manners. Now, that includes things like saying please and thank you, and according to my wife, not pissing on the toilet seat. But I do it anyway. It's not my fault you have to pee sitting down, just pee standing up like a man. Anyway, who wants to give me an example?
How I got friggin' issues with pissing on toilet seats because I have a friend who does that. Oh, baby. I have a friend who friggin' pisses on toilet seats and whatnot, and he's so reckless with it. But I'm not, like, it's not that hard to aim. It's not that hard to aim or lift up the, if you can't aim, lift up the toilet seat or just sit down. My friend came over once, pissed on my floor, pissed on the toilet seat, didn't clean it up, and after that, he's not been allowed to, you know, use my bathroom. You know, if you're not gonna show me any respect, like if you can't aim, and you should be aware of it by now, you should be adjusting to that by either sitting or lifting toilet seat up. Probably just sitting's better at this point if you can't aim. But he didn't do that. And then if you do end up getting it somewhere, cleaning it's the next best option because so then, you know, to hide the fact that you did piss all over the floor. But you didn't do that either. Clearly, you're not showing me any respect. So, toilet privileges revoked.
Example of manners.
Can I please start a fire?
Well, no, you can't start a fire, but you did say please, and I like that. That's one step in the right direction, and then 5 steps in the wrong direction because you asked to commit arson. Okay, look, I'll give you a real-life example of manners, okay? Let's say you're at a restaurant, and you order some chicken strips and a side of ranch. And so the waiter comes and he brings the chicken strips, but he forgets the ranch. And you say, excuse me, I think you've forgotten my ranch. And he says, oh, right, I'll be right on that. And then I don't see him for 15 minutes. And then he comes back and he says, can I get you anything? And I say, well, I really would like my ranch. And then he says, oh, right, of course, the ranch. And then he disappears for 30 goddamn minutes and then has the balls to come back and say, hey, can I get you the check? And I say, what you can get me is my fucking ranch. And he says, well, you can't talk to me that way. And I say, I can talk to you any way I want. Let me see your manager. And then he says, I am the manager. And I say, well, that's funny because your name tag says waiter, so go get me the manager. So then the manager comes over and says, is there anything?
This would be very frustrating to have a situation like that. Especially like if you ask for something, because you know, if I've gone to a restaurant and I ask for something and it takes them a while to bring it, it's definitely annoying. But I couldn't imagine them forgetting it and then over and over forgetting it.
Wrong here? And
This is a 0 tip situation. 0 tip.
I say, yeah, look at my dry chicken strips. I want some ranch. You're gonna comp me this entire meal for free, or I'm gonna put one of my ball hairs in the food and say that you did it, and I'm gonna get this entire restaurant shut down. And then the manager says, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm gonna comp you your entire meal. All your food is free today. And then
they still didn't get you the ranch.
I say, thank you. See? That's manners. I said thank you. So did anybody learn anything?
I learned not to forget your ranch.
How is that guy in school? Look at him. Telling me this is a kid? Unlucky, unlucky genetic pull.
I learned not to forget your ranch.
Yes, you don't forget the ranch. That's exactly right. I mean, chicken strips without ranch, it's like a car without tires. What?
I've never actually had, I don't think I've ever had chicken strips with ranch. Normally I'll get like sweet and sour sauce or like plum sauce or whatever. Or maybe like a nice chili sauce. But ranch, I don't think I've had.
What are you even gonna do with it? Yes, exactly. You're gonna make an excellent waiter someday if Applebee's ever starts hiring felons. Okay, now the second one is helping people. You gotta help people. It's just the nice thing to do, okay? Now I'll give you an example. What do you do if you're driving down the street and you see a girl whose car is broken down on the side of the road?
You stuff her in the trunk?
No, you don't do that.
You set her car on fire?
No, what is it with you and fire?
What kind of car is it?
Why does that even matter?
Maybe I can steal it, I don't know.
Well, you can't steal it because it's broken down, and you shouldn't even want to anyway because that's wrong. Come on, think, people.
Do you cut off her face and wear it?
I don't think it's that one. It's definitely fire.
No. All of you are stupid. Does anyone have an actual good answer?
Pick her up and take her on a date to Applebee's?
But ew, no, not Applebee's. Were you even listening to anything I was saying? No, she'd be better off just on the side of the road. She'd be just as hungry. You know, she'd just have to...
Just as hungry.
Wait 30 minutes to get her chicken tenders and ranch anyway. No. Look, I'll give you a real-life example of helping people. So, my grandfather was incredibly rich. I mean, he was a millionaire, just filthy rich. And
A millionaire nowadays isn't really filthy rich, okay? It sounds like a lot of money, but what's that, like you own a house, and then you have a little bit of retirement savings? That's basically it nowadays. You could be a millionaire, but you're not really rich. Like, you might own a house for $500,000, something like that, and then you have a little bit of retirement savings. That's not filthy rich.
So he was in the hospital, and I was visiting him every day, you know, to make sure I got a piece of that. And then I see that he's on life support. He's being kept alive by a machine. Now, I'm thinking, what kind of life is that? That's no way to live, being kept alive.
Don't know, he unplugs it? No.
By a machine. But he seems happy. He says, when I get this heart transplant tomorrow, I'm going to feel so much better. I can't wait to get out of the hospital. And I hear, I can't wait to get out of the hospital. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm going to help him, and I'm going to end his suffering and pull the plug. So I do, and he flatlines, and all the nurses come running into the room, and I just say that I tripped on the power cord, and they believe me. And then, come to find out, what did he leave me in his will? A sofa! Can you believe that? I helped my grandfather go to heaven. Or hell, probably, if all he left me was a sofa. Hey, you know what, kid? Ask your dad if my grandfather's in hell.
Okay.
Thank you. See? There you go. He's helping me by asking if my grandfather's in hell. Alright, so we've covered 2 already. Manners and helping people.
So far, I don't think Brooklyn guy is actually the greatest. I think he needs to take this course. Everything he's given in terms of an example, he's kind of weaseled his way to sound like he actually, is good, or like he is helping people, or he has manners. But really, he's not. It doesn't sound like he's doing that good.
We just have 1 more left to cover. Now, does anyone want to guess what that is?
Starting fires.
Eating people's faces.
Grand Theft Auto, total annihilation.
Picking your nose and eating it.
No to all of that, because most of those were crimes, and the third one is don't do crimes, okay? Now, crimes is stuff like killing people, stealing things. Yes, setting things on fire is a crime. And what I did to my grandfather was a crime. And so is what I will do to you if you tell anyone you heard that. Alright, so now we're gonna have a test.
And I am the law.
That will make you have to use all 3 of the Be Good rules, okay? And you have to pass this test to not go to jail. But first, I'm gonna have a lunch break and eat my very big foot-long imaginary sandwich. I just hope it's not too big.
Chocolate glass head.
Is this the test? This is the test, isn't it?
He's choking! We have to do something!
We should set him on fire while he's choking.
We should eat his face and we choke too.
Let's just watch. Does he have a wallet?
I'm coming to help you!
Who's gonna finish first?
Jeffy, you saved me! Thank you!
You're welcome.
See, class? That was it. That was the test.
That was a test! Yeah!
Jeffy passed because he did all 3 of the Be Good rules. He helped me when I needed it, I said thank you, and he said you're welcome, so that's manners, and he didn't commit any crimes like the rest of you did by not helping me, because that was the crime of criminal negligence. So Jeffy is the only one who's not going to jail.
Is that actually a crime, criminal negligence? Like if something like that's happening, you don't help? Is that actually a crime? I didn't know that. Because I've heard of people, for example, someone choking or something like that, or someone having someone drowning in water. And then I heard of an example, this is a real thing, someone like helped them, pull them out, start doing chest compressions or whatever, broke their ribs, because that is a risk of when you're doing chest compressions, because you're pushing down real hard, right? You're going, and the person who ended up living, but they ended up suing the person that helped them for like the broken ribs or whatever. So I could, at that point, I could 100% see why you wouldn't want to help people.
So how do you think Jeffy's Be Good school is going?
I think it's going to be bad. Because it's called Be Good, so he's going to be bad. Be bad.
Yes,
like
Marvin.
be bad, like that.
Hey, then guess what? I passed.
You passed?
Sure did.
Yep, he saved my imaginary life. Most students don't save my life whenever I choke on the imaginary sandwich, but your son did, so he passed. He learned how to be good. He learned his manners. He learned that he should help people. He learned not to do crimes, and he learned that he should get me my ranch at Applebee's.
So does that make up for the Hawaiian Punch?
I forgot about that before now. All right, listen, kid,
You're going to Juvie anyway.
you better hope I never have to see you again.
Well, Jeffy, look, at least you passed. You're not going to jail, and we can put this whole thing behind us.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got a call from a kid with an axe in his head, and he said you did it. All right, we're going back. Come on.
Oh, Jeffy.
What is the stupidest thing you've gotten in trouble for? I don't remember, dude. Like, I'm not a kid anymore. I cannot remember the dumbest thing I got in trouble for. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I think it was pretty funny. I don't know why all those people in the juvie were like clearly not kids, looking like a 40-year-olds or something. Doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. Hope you guys like this. Make sure you go subscribe to SML if you're new and subscribe. I think I'd rate this out of a 10. Had some funny jokes in it. Not the funniest, but it was decent. Maybe like a 7.2. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.